So what comes next, do you think? What comes next from you, Jimmie Steinbeck?
I don't know. I actually don't know what... I think that, like I've done this year, spending a lot of time and energy on putting smart people together, smart services to make it easy and accessible for users. And I still every day will spend hours on just preaching about Bitcoin and blockchain and tokens and
financial freedom
and stuff like this. But I think if we are looking into the future with something that we haven't spoken that much about, it's going to be non-fungible tokens. Actually taking the whole gaming industry and tokenize this industry, the skins and the
virtual assets, in general.
And all the assets in the games, and actually working to take products from the real world, physical products and digital, tokenize it so you can trade it on the blockchain. I think this is going to be the next billion, million, $trillion industry in crypto.
Do you think everything will be tokenized? That's the promise of blockchain, right? Everything will be on the blockchain.
I think at some point, yes. I think at the moment we have the next step must be that we are going to take the digital assets that actually are in maybe some like games and stuff like this, and start with them, because that's not physical stuff. So it's actually a little bit easier to put this on the blockchain. But I think later on, I know Morten from Reality Clash Gaming is working on it. They just closed a partnership with BBC.
Nice.
And are tokenizing the entire universe of Doctor Who.
Wow.
And they're going to make a lot of interesting things for the next many years. But I think we will see that we can tokenize different kind of assets. If it's a car you have in the garage, or if it's a painting on the wall, or if it's even if it's like that, maybe if you buy a Nike shoe or something, that that this shoe is original because you have a token on a blockchain, on the Nike blockchain, that tells you
the product
that this
ID
shoe
or whatever
has the product ID.
Yeah.
It's fabricated on this time in this place, and the employee was like Mr. Hong or whatever. I think we will see a lot more of this, and I think that we will maybe in the future we actually will see like a real deal made on blockchain, government stuff and things like this. So
nice.
I think we are like when we started for 10 years ago with Bitcoin. I think we are. It takes a decade to get somewhere with some new technology.
Right.
I always look at it like if you look like Facebook. Facebook had like a timeline of 5-6 years before it actually became mainstream. And Facebook is like the easiest thing in the world. It's like a window to all your friends and network and stuff like this. And it was so simple. It was just uploading a picture and of yourself and write something about it, and then connect with your friends and network, and it took 7 years just to get a little bit mainstream. And now it's 10-11 years later, or how much, and now it is mainstream. It's everyday stuff, and I think crypto and Bitcoin and blockchain, even though it's really, really simple coding. If you look at it, it's actually. I think Nicolaisen said at some point he is a coder. He said he understood it the same evening he got it. So it's not really that hard to understand. But I think the entire idea of getting it mainstream will take years. Because it needs to be faster, it needs to be easier, it needs to be more accessible, and the same thing is like people say, Visa is still faster than Bitcoin, and stuff. But Visa is like mainstream. It's used in, but it's still, it works on a really
and it's been around for many years.
It
like
has,
Bitcoin is only 10 years old. Visa, I think dates back to the 50s, maybe 60s, something like that.
And the same, like if you take something newer like mobile pay we have in Denmark, It's like people are saying, yeah, it's just my app and it works. Yeah, but it's still working on a really, really old system.
Yeah.
So the technology behind it is more complex than the most know. And they actually use tokens that has the value of the transaction that you make. Yeah. They're going back to the bank, see if are the funds there. Yes, okay, then we are going to put out the money. But the shop that you actually paid in, they are still waiting 14 days, 3 weeks, a month before they are getting the money.
Because of the SWIFT protocol.
Yeah, because it's just like old system on a new app interface.